Today we are going to find out which sniper rifle is better out of the regular stock sniper rifle and the AWPer Hand. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, and let's get into it. What's funny about these weapons is that they are actually reskins of each other, but people will still argue that one is better than the other, and I have to be honest, I totally get what people mean. These two guns feel completely different from one another, so while they are reskins, I see why people class them sometimes as different, unique weapons. I've noticed that my aim kind of changes depending on which one I'm using. Some days I can't aim with the stock sniper rifle, but I can hit every single shot, and even shots I shouldn't be hitting, with the AWPer Hand. And some days it's the opposite of that. I can't use the AWP. I'm absolutely insane on the stock sniper rifle. Okay, so for today, I'm not going to dive too deep psychologically as to why that is, because I feel like that could be its own separate thing. But I am sure I am not the only person who is absolutely trash with one of these weapons one day and then good with the other the next day. It makes no sense, but it is a thing that happens. I've been talking to a bunch of people about this since I started writing this video, and a lot of people agree with me that some days the AWPer Hand is the best sniper rifle ever, and some days you really just can't aim with it. Also, if you're going off looks with these items, then for me, the AWPer Hand is probably the cooler looking of the two, but just like my aim, that might end up changing depending on what day you ask me. Let me know in the comments, out of the stock and the AWPer Hand, what is your favorite looking sniper rifle? What I like to do when I compare weapons, because I used to be a trader main and all of that stuff, is I like to compare how available different versions of the weapon actually are. I'm someone who, if they can, I like using a nice strange version of a weapon. I'd get a kill streak if I can afford it, and all of that kind of stuff. And I like golden weapons. Like, a lot. So when you look at all of that kind of stuff for the sniper rifle and the AWPer Hand, you'll see that the sniper rifle has far more options for customizability than the AWPer Hand does. And if you just want a strange version of these items, the strange sniper rifle is not nearly as expensive as the AWP is. I believe a strange AWPer Hand is selling for around $50 right now, and that's for a non-kill streak, just regular, strange AWPer Hand, which is mental. So if that's the kind of thing you're looking for, then I would say the sniper rifle is absolutely far and away the better choice out of these two. You can get strangers, you can get bot killers, Australians, and war paints, so you can get unusual sniper rifles as well. Like, the sniper rifle clearly wins the customization battle there. Which is kind of weird to me, because the AWP in CSGO has a lot of skins, and it is a very customizable weapon in CS. So I don't see why Valve haven't done too much more with that, considering they both own TF2 and CSGO, so they literally could do whatever they wanted. Like, even if they just added a couple of CSGO skins that are on the AWP into TF2 and add them as like war paints or whatever, I think that would be quite cool. Give people more options for the AWP, and hopefully make it a bit cheaper and let people actually use the weapon. But again, this is Valve we're talking about, so I don't have my hopes held high at all. Moving on from that slightly depressing reality, I mentioned this before in a video, I think it was the Lugermorph and the Kappa video, is that the Lugermorph sounds way more powerful than the Kappa, making me think that it does more damage. Well, the same is true here. Now this is what the AWPer Hand sounds like in TF2. And this is what the sniper rifle sounds like in TF2. Now, based off no prior game knowledge, if you were brand new to TF2, you'd never seen anything about it, which sniper rifle would you say deals the most damage? You're probably going to say the AWPer Hand, right? But there's actually no difference, but because of the way the AWP sounds, having a beefier and more powerful firing sound, you think it does more. The same way the Luger sounds much more powerful than the Kappa, even though they do exactly the same damage. I find stuff like that super cool, and a lot of people from the last video actually felt the same way about these weapons, meaning that while I might be crazy, I'm not the only one who's crazy. Apparently there was also another study with a different video game because they made two exact same guns and just changed the sound, so everybody was complaining one was overpowered and one wasn't, even though they were the same weapon, just the sound was different. So that's super cool. So since I've been writing this video, I've been trying to figure out which one I actually prefer the most and which one I like more. And I found that I use the stock sniper rifle a lot more than that because I just feel a lot more consistent with it. Or just because I like the gold of my sniper rifle a little bit more than the way the regular AWPer Hand looks. Don't get me wrong, the AWP does look really, really cool, but I think comparing it to an Australian sniper rifle rather than a stock one, it wasn't a battle it was ever going to win. Like I said, I like gold weapons. So let me know in the comments which one you prefer. I definitely want to do more stuff like this because I love making myself think about TF2 weapons this way and then figuring out what you lot think about it as well. So definitely leave a comment. And while you're down there, make sure you leave this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.